Hey guys, what's up? Happy New Year. It is dry January, so today I wanted to do a couple of non-alcoholic beers for you. So all three of the beers that we're going to be doing today are inspos from their IPA counterparts. So a hazy IPA, a grapefruit infused IPA, and their West Coast IPA. So on today's episode of BrewDog Review, we are doing non-alcoholic beers from BrewDog. We've got 3 beers on the lineup. We've got the Elvis hoppy and grapefruit beer. Check that out. We got a Punk non-alcoholic hoppy ale. And then we have a hazy New England style hazy IPA. So this one's going to be a little bit more tropical. Obviously, this is going to have more grapefruit flavors to it, a little bit more bitter. And then this one's going to be kind of more on the light side. Stella wants to be in the video. All right, so let us start. We'll start with the pale ale. So all of these cans on the front of the can say less than 0.5% alcohol. So a couple of different ways that breweries can remove alcohol during the brewing process is either by vacuum or steam distilling. So in evaporating it, reverse osmosis, or diluting the beer. So we'll start with the Punk alcohol free. It says Punk AF, and I think punk as fuck, obviously, of course. So just gonna pour that. While I'm pouring these, I would say that recently, so Mags and I are starting to prep for our upcoming honeymoon. We're gonna be going to the British Isles on a cruise with Royal Caribbean. One of the videos I found, a couple actually stops in at a BrewDog. There's a BrewDog in Edinburgh, which is one of our stops in Scotland. So they have a couple dog hotels or dog houses that do have breweries. So there's 2 in Scotland. I saw there was one in Manchester. There's one in Ohio. And I believe there's one in Las Vegas. There's at least a tap room for sure. As far as flavor profile, again, it's going to be a little bit on the lighter side. It does have some hop. It says a postmodern classic. Okay, so it does give you that pale ale flavor. It's a little bit more on the, I don't know. I guess it can kind of taste a little bit diluted, a little bit more like watered down flavor. Like if I had put ice for whatever reason, ice in my beer and drank it a few hours later, that's what this tastes like. It does give you that element or that taste of hot water. It's good though. It's still got a nice little bite from the hop flavor. I don't know that I've tried this one, so I am going to make sure I check it in on Untappd. Speaking of checking in beers, one of the things I did notice also is that the Texas Brewers Guild actually has a passport for Texas that you can check in and post that you've been to specific breweries all throughout Texas. So it'll search based on your location. But in the case you're looking for breweries in a certain area of Texas, there are places where you can pin, or you can check in, do a selfie of where you have been, or you've been to those breweries. So I'm starting from square one, so we might have to make that our agenda to try and knock off all of the breweries at least once again for 2024. So we'll see if we make it through that. All right, so next one is going to be our hoppy grapefruit beer. Ooh, that's nice. This one's a little bit more fruity, fruit forward. Nice. Woo! Look how tall he is. If he backs up, maybe you guys will see his jacket on. So again, grapefruit, fruit forward. This one's good. I would say the first one, I'd probably give it a 3. I wasn't a huge fan. It tastes watered down. This one is a lot better. I would give this probably a 3.5. And then as far as the Elvis, it says live fast, drink slow. I like that. And this one is, again, is going to be our hazy. So comparing this one to our pale ale, you can see the little bit of haziness to it. Very nice. All about it. Going to be tropical. So this is a New England style IPA. Most of our New England style IPAs are going to be on the hazier side and a little bit cloudy, unfiltered. That's what gives it this color. See if you can see Camus with his sweater on. That's a good view of his butt. Camus, show the people your sweater. There he is. This one's actually pretty good too. Surprisingly, I'm not a grapefruit fan, not really. So I'm surprised I did like the Elvis. This one, I would probably also give it a 3.5. It does have a lot of flavor to it, so I would say that this is still a really good option for non-alcoholic beer. And actually more recently, there is a non-alcoholic beverage boutique and bar that opened up in Richardson. I might want to go before the end of dry January just to check it out, but we'll see. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and TikTok so you can kind of see what we're doing in between episodes, and continue just to watch because I will post events. We're going to go to the Katy Wild Wild West Brew Fest in Typhoon, Texas, Katy, Texas, down near Houston area. That's not till end of March. And we'll be going to the Food and Wine Festival early April. So we have a couple things coming up. And again, if you haven't already, download Untappd so you can review your beers. Download the Texas Beer Passport so you can check in on whatever breweries you've been to in Texas. And we'll see you guys next time. Until then, I'm Dr. V. Cheers.